Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about this 227 case by Condition1. This is their 4-pistol case, and I'll be honest with you guys, I've had this for quite a while now, but unfortunately with all the other reviews and comparisons I've been doing for the channel, this kind of sat on the shelf and has gotten left behind. But today I'm excited. I want to talk about this and explain why I think this, to me, is almost perfect. Now, if you guys have not seen the other videos, this is now my 3rd case from Condition1, and not all my experiences have been positive. But if I'm being completely honest, I think this one corrects a lot of the other issues I had, but really only has one mistake or one thing that it could do better, and we'll talk about that later in the video. But before we get into it, guys, I just want to take a moment and let you know that 2A content here on YouTube is constantly getting suppressed. So if you guys appreciate free content like this, do me a favor, go ahead and like this video. If you think of something to comment, drop it down below, I'll get back to you. And if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps us out and helps us bring more content to you guys, so you guys can see this stuff before you spend your own hard-earned money on it and help you make an educated decision on what is a good or not good product. Because honestly, if you guys have seen my reviews, not all reviews are positive. I give you the raw, honest feedback as someone who also spends their hard-earned money on the product. So I want to give you guys the most information I can from a real-world perspective so that you can make your own educated decision on how you want to spend your own money. So if you guys are unfamiliar, Condition1 is a company that makes cases for everything from firearms to storage to camera equipment. Now, obviously for me, I've only bought their stuff for firearms. But what I really like about this company, besides the fact that so far their products have been really great and held up well, is the fact that they're made right here in the USA. They also come with a lifetime warranty and they're waterproof. So it really gives me that peace of mind for if I'm carrying expensive stuff in here, that not only is it safe, but I really don't have to worry about it getting damaged or anything. So just want to touch on that. And then I do want to give you guys a full disclaimer of how I got this case. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you'll notice this is definitely my 3rd case from them. The first one I still have, it's back here, probably can't see it because how big this case is. But my first one was the 179 case, which is their smaller case. It just 2 pistols, holds a little bit extra. And as I got more firearms for the channel, I really needed something that could carry a little bit more. This is definitely one that does that. I also had their case 300, which holds probably not as much as this, even though it seems to be bigger. But I did not like that case. So I do want to give props to Condition1. They have an awesome return policy. I did send that case back after, checking it out and figuring it's really just not for me, and I don't know who it would be for because it didn't really make sense on paper. I think if you guys are interested in that case, you should go check out that video because it answers a lot of questions about what could be done better with that case for how expensive it is. But this case is not as expensive as that. It's a little more than the 179 case, but it definitely holds a whole lot more. So just wanted to be fully transparent on how I got this because, like I said, I've had this for a little while now, and this unboxing first impressions video is kind of long overdue. So I always like being honest with you guys and giving you my perspective. So let's talk about what this case does well. Obviously, it is huge, and that works for a lot of things. For me personally, as someone who's, getting more firearms for the channel to create more content for you guys, I really needed something that held more than just 2 pistols. Also, I needed one that had space to also have, either ammo or, hold my ear and eye protection. Basically, I wanted a one-size-fits-all. I throw all my stuff right in here and I'm ready to go. Now, this case not only holds 4 pistols, but also holds 14 magazines, 18 technically if you keep one in each firearm, and also has a very good size center storage, which you could put everything from your ear pro, your eye pro. I think I fit up to 700 rounds of ammunition still in the box If you took it out of the box, you could fit a whole heck of a lot more. But how I typically would set it up is, 300-400 rounds, my ear probe, my eye probe, my speed loader. And I also did realize that this little Lone Star ammo case, which this itself holds 450 rounds of 9mm, that fits in there quite well too. So it gives you a lot of options on what you can bring with. And again, if you really want just to grab one thing and go, I kind of think this case does it better than the other ones I've had so far. Now let's talk a little bit about what's inside the case, because that is where the magic happens. So you can tell I don't have it currently loaded out right now. I'll include a bunch of B-roll so you guys can see how I have it set up. Right now I just have some extra mags in here. But what makes this specifically better or bigger than the 179 case is the fact that it's taller. This storage space right here in the middle, it's only a little bit bigger than the other storage case with the length and the width, but because you add the depth to it, you end up being able to carry a whole lot more in there. Now up here, you can carry gloves, you can carry your tools for adjustments for different red dots. Typically, that's where I like to keep these is any sort of different tool I have for all the different red dots I have. I love keeping them in here because I almost always have a case with me. Obviously, because I just got this and I haven't really set this up and used it, they're empty at the moment, but it gives you so much options of carrying extra stuff, which I think is great, because if you're like me, you carry a lot more than you potentially need, but it's better to be more prepared than not, right? So yeah, inside here, the foam, I mean, it's solid, it's sturdy. The foam in my last case has held up great so far. I've had that for 9 months now, and I take it almost every single time I go to the range. But yeah, I think inside here, you get a whole heck of a lot of storage. And there is only one downside to this. For as big as this case is, it still leaves me with the problem that I had with my 179, where it does not fit larger pistols. For example, my full-size PDP with an acro and an X300 does not fit in here. It still leaves a little bit of a gap, will not shut fully, and I think I'm just gonna deal with it at this point, because until they make basically this case maybe 2 inches or 3 inches taller, which I don't know if they ever will, I'm kind of SOL. So for now, this case accommodates 95% of the firearms I have. So this is going to be my new go-to case, especially because you guys are going to see a lot more comparison videos coming up on the channel. As I'm getting more firearms, I can do more comparisons. And I think really that's what you guys like to see. So let me know in the comments below. Do you guys want to see a long-term review of this? I can wait 3-6 months. Let me know how much time and abuse I should put through this case if you want to see that review. And hey, if there's a case out there that's from a different company or does this better, let me know. I'm always open to trying new product and bringing new stuff to the channel here. So let me know what you guys would like to see, and I'll definitely get it out here. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Stick around. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. Peace.